I really don't want to make this video. People will see that I'm already crazier than I already am. Okay, friends, I'm gonna do this. I've had a few friends that have successful YouTube channels. They said I should probably make a video about this, so I'm going to. We have to talk about some stuff that some people just don't want to talk about because they don't want the BS that's going to come with it. First and foremost in this video, yes, I do have an interest in UFOs. I have my own beliefs. I don't believe that they're these really mean, bad, malevolent beings, because if they were, would we even be here still? If they wanted the planet, or if they wanted, and they had the technology to travel and do what they do, we don't stand a chance. So I actually don't believe that they're bad. I don't want to get into any more of what I think about it, but I have had an interest in them. I'm going to be breaking a cardinal sin of YouTube, where my channel's about one thing, but I'm going to be doing a video about something not related. Some people like that. Don't know what else to say or do, but I think I'm going to tell you guys about it. Something interesting happened here, and I'm going to tell you guys about it. 2 weeks ago, we had something very interesting happen here. Now, to give you some context, where I live now, it's somewhat remote. We're not completely out in the middle of the woods, but small, villagey, towny type situation. Where are they all going? Going to the Ukraine? What's going on? And behind where we live, there's a back field owned by a farmer. The owner happens to be the mayor of where we live. Now, when I relocated, beginning of this year, I had guitar students where I used to live, which is 2 hours away. Every second week, I go back to teach them because I just didn't feel it was right to just dump them, say, hey, yeah, I'm moving by. These were people that, had invested time, money, and years, some of them, into their studies of music, so I didn't feel right just abandoning them. So every 2 weeks, I go back. Usually it's a Wednesday, Thursday type deal. Well, my partner, Jeanette, she isn't really a camera person. She's not into the UFO thing. We had something really weird happen here when I was gone. So one night, she got up in the middle of the night. Out through the window, you can see the backyard, and then further on, there's some trees secluding the area. But behind that, there's a little shelter for hay, some equipment. And from the back door and the upstairs washroom, this is pretty much the view. Those are the trees. That's the shelter I showed you guys. And yeah. And lo and behold, she saw this really bright light appear. It was reddish orange, like fire. Then she saw another one appear, and then she saw another one appear. This was at 2 in the morning. She's by herself. Of course it happened when I wasn't here. If it was me, I would have been running out towards it with a camera. I might have even said, hey, take me off this crazy planet, will you? Anyway, moving along. Okay, we'll keep my feelings out of it. So anyway, she felt very transfixed on these lights. She didn't know what it was. It made no sense. In her years of living here, she had never seen them before. Now, she's not a camera person, but she thought enough to grab her phone and she took some pictures. And she felt transfixed on these lights for about half an hour. They didn't go away. At 3:30 in the morning, so that's from 2 to 2:30 in the morning. Then at 3:30, she let the dog out and the lights were gone. Now, it was hunting season here. I've had a good friend of mine said, was there campers in the area or people happening to going through? This is what's really interesting, okay? Number one, the mayor owns a property. So if we go up here, I'll show you guys to go around to the back. farming territory. That's actually the mayor there. He's in his tractor doing some work. This is right behind the house where we are. Okay, we kind of love living in somewhat isolation. We go up here. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to give you the... So right behind the house is this right here. There's a little shelter. There's some farm equipment. And some hay and storage. Okay. So I'll just come up to here. So this is where the lights were. Okay, we got some cows over there. So if we look down here, that's the backyard of the house. There's just a few trees here. And from the back door and the upstairs washroom, this is pretty much the view. Those are the trees. Kind of obstruct the view, but that's okay. So here it is. So lights were right up here. Now, if we look around, we don't see any lights, light bulbs. So when I got back, she told me about it. She was a little freaked out. We went and we talked to the mayor. We went right to his house. We sat down, we had quite the conversation with him. Obviously, he doesn't want to be on camera. But we said to him, we said, hey, you know, what could it be? Were there hunters back there? And he said, no. I even said to him, I said, hey, do you have any like old motion detector lights or any lights back there on that one structure that might have happened to just turn on? He said, no, not at all. We ruled out campers because it would have been trespassing as well. We ruled out so many different things. We don't know what the hell it was. You know, we came up with different suggestions or ideas with the mayor. He said, no, couldn't be that, couldn't be that. When we left, they were very unsettled and shaken by it too. And he used the UFO terminology. I didn't. He brought it up and we just said, we don't know. We don't know what this is. Hopefully there's some type of explanation for it. Maybe it's a weather phenomenon that has like a ball of fire in the sky. I don't know. But anyway, this happened to us and it was a little unnerving. So every night now, if I get up in the middle of the night, I'll look over and say, man, just please appear. I will run up there with my camera. We already have it pre-worked out. She knows that I'm going to just grab my camera and I'm going to head up there. So anyway, what do you guys think this was? Have any of you experienced this type of thing? It was a little weird. So that is my paranormal story. I'm trying to not go off topic for my channel, but it was a really weird story and I thought it was worth sharing with everybody out there in YouTube land. What do you guys think? Comment below. And remember, practice hard, practice smart, and be wary of weird fiery lights in the sky at 2 in the morning. We'll see you next time.